What's going on, faders? Welcome back to another episode of Once Upon a Fade. This is where we take juicy, anonymous phone calls from barbers, hairstylists, and even clients. And you best believe this is gonna leave you speechless and definitely wanting more. I love you guys. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not already, make sure you're following me on all social media platforms. All right, guys, now that that's out of the way, let me give you a quick recap of last week. We had guys, you know what, under the cape. We had some stank breath. And lastly, we had a guy OD in the bathroom. And if you think that was crazy, just wait until you see what we have this week. And remember, guys, if you want the chance to call in and tell me your craziest story, make sure to DM me at SwadeFades on Instagram and TikTok. Right now, we have our first caller on the line to kick the show off. I'm super excited. I hope you are. Alrighty, guys, here we go. What's going on, man? We got our first caller. Welcome to Once Upon a Fade. Tell me your craziest story.
What's up, bro? So I was cutting one of my clients, and one of the barbers that works across from me was cutting one of his clients.
Yeah.
And when he came in, you know, he looked a little off. He looked a little pale, you know, looking a little sketchy. We're talking bullshit, and he's just sitting there. And I noticed that the barber who's cutting his hair keeps asking him questions like, "Yo, do you need some water or something?" And he's fine. He's just ignoring everything.
Yeah. And
I noticed he's looking rough. When he gets up from the chair, the barber across from me is like, "Yo, you're all right? Like, just go to the bathroom and like rinse your face off or something." And I'm watching him walk down the aisle of the barbershop towards the back of the shop where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
And I see him just start stumbling, and I'm like,
"Oh,
yo,
damn.
bro, he looks like he's gonna pass out." And as soon as I said that, this dude literally like falls face first into like a dresser we have that we keep all the towels in and all the shampoos on top of, right next to the shampoo bowl.
Oh, fuck,
And
dude.
I'm talking out cold, face first, knocks everything over, hits the bathroom door, and then falls backwards as well.
Oh my God, dude. You're saying he took like a nasty fall. This was not just like face to the ground. This was like hit 8 things on the way down. All right.
Yeah, he hit everything there was around him on the way down.
Holy shit.
Falls backwards, and at the time we were fixing one of the barber chairs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know, when you take the top piece of the chair off, some of the chairs you'll just have like the base of the chair with like a pole in it.
Yep.
That like the other part of the chair slides
it goes
into.
up the back. Yep.
Yeah, so there's one of those just on the ground. Literally, it's a base with just a pole, like a sharp pole in the middle. He falls back, and I'm talking like maybe inches away from hitting his head on that pole.
Oh my God. So he just missed it.
Yeah. After he hit all the other shit off the counter.
So he fumbled. He hit 8 things on the way down. What ended up happening like right after he fell?
So the barber across from me immediately runs over.
Yeah.
And this dude's foaming at the mouth. He's on the ground foaming at the mouth at this point.
He's foaming from the mouth like he got rabies? He's foaming bad. Oh, man.
It's bad, yeah. So my friend goes over and starts trying to pull his tongue out of his mouth, because sometimes when you pass out like that, you can actually choke on your own tongue.
Oh my God. So he's got his fingers down in his mouth trying to pull his tongue out while this dude's foaming from the mouth. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, so it's pretty serious. My client jumps up and he's like, "Should I call 911?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, call 911."
Yeah.
And then I go over, because he's not waking up, and I'm just like, I go right to the towels, and I pull out a towel and I wet it with really cold water.
Yep.
And then I put that on his forehead and then around like the back of his neck.
Yeah.
And then he just instantly wakes up right from that.
Did he remember anything?
He's clueless. He's looking around, has no idea where he is.
Oh my god, dude!
And
Buddy must have lost half his brain cells after hitting all that shit. Oh my god,
yeah,
dude! Good lord.
yeah, it was. And he said that he was just tired. He'd been plowing snow all night. It was right after a storm,
Yeah.
and he was just, I don't know, maybe just dehydrated.
Yeah, he probably was dehydrated.
I don't know. Till this day, we don't know exactly, but I mean, he looked like something was going through his system that shouldn't have been there. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, bro. Well, let me ask you: have you seen this client back since?
Yeah, he comes back now and then.
Okay. Well, at least we know he's good.
He's not much of a talker. Yeah, he's good. The ambulance came.
He definitely ain't talking after hitting his head that hard. Oh my good lord!
He never brings it up. We never bring it up. He doesn't. I think he's embarrassed about it.
Yeah, it's one of those like it happened. Let's never. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely.
But he looks good now. So.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. We like to hear about being down low and seeing where it goes to after that.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you calling in and everything. That was a really good way to start this episode off. So I appreciate you, man.
For sure, bro.
And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. All right.
You too, brother. Take care, man.
All right, take care. All right, guys. So that was pretty wild. The guy, I guess, was, from what I got from it, right? The guy was in the barber chair, and his barber was like, "Hey, dude, you're looking a little pale. You want like a water or something?" And the guy's like, no, I'm good. It's like, nah, you should wet your face or something, blah, blah, blah. The other guys start chiming in. He stands up, just walks a little bit, and then immediately fucking right out, hits his head on about 8 to 20 things, gets concussed, just misses the back of a undone barber chair. And if you don't know, it's the backrest. There's a pole that sticks up when you're building the chair up. And this guy just misses it. And I mean, thank God, because who knows what could have happened if he would have fell and hit that. Glad to hear he's doing well. Let's see what our next caller's got for us. Alrighty, we got caller number 2 calling in. What's going on? We got our second caller of the day. Tell me your craziest story. Let me hear it.
What's going on, man? First off, I want to say thanks for having me on. I love what you're doing here. This segment and then your other segment as well, bro. You're doing things. So the story was, I have this kid. Grandma brings him in all the time. Really nice kid. He's super outdoorsy though. Like his grandma's always bringing him fishing and showing me pictures of him like catching big fish and stuff. Cool, right?
Yeah.
And so he gets a skin fade, and I'm drawing a skin line around on his head, right?
Yeah, you're putting a skin line in.
And I see a little bit of blood start to drip off the bottom, like of his, like where the skin is. But I know my trimmers aren't too sharp. I use the same ones all the time, right? I check them all the time on big.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, I must have hit a scab or something. This little kid must have had like a cut on his head or something underneath. So I'm like, all right, let me look. So I look real close. I like turn the chair and I look, and I can see real quick. It's this really big tick, like from outside from like stuff. And and I see its leg move, bro. It moves at me.
No.
Still alive, still in there, and it was big. Like it had definitely been in there for not just like the morning, right? Like it got in there probably the day before or earlier in the week when he was fishing or something. Like, I need to move.
This tick was in there.
It's big. This thing got some blood from the little guy. Like, it was puffed up. And so I look at my coworker real quick. I'm like, I walk over to her like subtly though, so the kid don't know or anything, because he didn't even like he didn't move or nothing when I hit it, like, or nothing like that. So I go over to my coworker and I'm like, this little kid has a big tick in his neck. Like, what do you think we do? Like, I'm not trying to scare him, you know what I mean? I'm like, what do you think we do? And we're like, his grandma had actually just ran next door. We have a store next door, so she ran next door to the store. And I was like, all right, well, we decided when she gets back, we'll let her know quick. I was like, I'll go around it. I'm not like just wasting time. I'll go around it. Won't go near that area, and we'll wait till she gets back, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so she comes back in, and I'm like, hey, he's gotta. I know he's always outside and whatnot. I'm telling him it happens time, but it never has happened before. So I'm like, So she was in, and I'm just like, yeah, he's got like a really big tick on his neck still. Like, I don't know, like if you want me to get it off or like what you want me to do about it. So she walks over and tells him, like, hey, buddy, you know. And so I reassure him too after, like I was like, because I didn't say anything before. I messed up before when I was saying that. I didn't say it before. So when she comes over, we start telling him. And I tell him, I'm just like, oh, it happens. You know what I mean? Like, you're outside all the time. Don't worry about it. But I was like, yo, that thing moved. I've never seen that before.
You're saying, like, usually it's funny because usually, like, with ticks, like, you could barely see them. You're saying this poor boy had a...
Oh, it fucked up, bro. I'm talking, like, I'm not going to overdo it and say it was like a penny or a dime or anything like that. It wasn't that big, but it was like a pebble. Like, it was noticeable. You could see it. It was on there.
Buddy had the big mama on him. That's for
yeah,
sure.
Like she got on there and she got some, and so my coworker, she helped me out, and I stretched the skin nice and pull it, and she grabs the tick, and we got the head out and everything, and it was fine.
Good team.
And then we disposed of the tick and everything, and he was good, and we got the cut done, and everything was fine. But yeah, I'll tell you, when that little leg moved, when I was like, "What is this?" and I look closer, and I see it move, I'm like, "Yo!"
Nah, that's nasty, bro. I couldn't imagine. I truly.
And like I said, he's a good kid, man. He's always outside. I understand how it happens. I've never got one on my head, so I assume with the longer hair, it's a skin fade. I assume with the longer hair, he probably couldn't feel it because it was in between cuts.
Yep, that would definitely make sense.
But yeah,
that thing was hiding in there.
It was on there though, bro. Yeah.
Yo, well, I appreciate the call, bro. This was honestly super funny, bro. I think a lot of people that are viewing this can definitely relate to being a kid and getting that tick on them and being super freaked out. You guys definitely
one on your leg or something. You're like, all right.
Yeah. Y'all handled that very professionally. You hit grandma like, yo, grandma, we got a situation, all right. We got a
little situation,
and then y'all teamworked it and got that thing out of his head. So, well, I appreciate the call and everything, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. This was funny.
Dude,
as
I
hell,
hope you, bro, keep it up, and I'll be interested to tune in and hear the other stories from everyone else today, man.
Absolutely, bro. Alrighty, we'll talk
Enjoy
to you
your day,
soon,
brother.
man. Bye. The big mama was in the back of this kid's head. Poor kid, man. He must have been like, ow, that hurts, you know, like scratching his head and shit. He's getting a skin fade, and he's like, bro, is that blood? And, you know, he's like, oh shit. He sees a big ass tick. They teamworked it, told grandma, everyone was happy. We love to see it, man. We love to see crazy shit like that. And if you've ever had a tick, make sure you comment below. Alrighty, welcome to the line. This is Once Upon a Fade. You are our third caller. Tell me your craziest story you got for us.
All right. Well, what's going on, guy?
How you doing, man?
So I'm doing great.
That's what I love to hear.
So, we got a pretty crazy one for you today. So this obviously didn't have the barbershop that I'm with right now, but in the past, we had a client. He was a regular at the moment, and our newest barber was the person who had been cutting him at the time.
Yeah.
And one night after we closed up, he found a note in his car.
In his car?
We didn't even, in his vehicle. Mind you, they had never spoken about whose vehicle is whose, et cetera. So we didn't even know how he found out that it was the barber's vehicle.
Oh,
and
man.
Long story short, he basically asked the barber if he wanted to stay after work and let him pleasure him, you know. Wait.
Yo. Pause, man, pause. You're telling me, and we're talking about like a grown man is trying to like please his barber,
like a 56-year-old man. Yeah.
56-year-old man is out here trying to grab up on his barber's junk. All right. So he's asking for some after-hour privileges. Okay.
Right.
And what did the barber do in this situation?
So at first he kind of just ignored it. You know, he was like, all right, well, if I don't reach out, hopefully he'll just kind of leave it alone and don't have to bring much attention to it. You know, maybe the guy was just, felt some type of way. He was shooting his shot and he didn't want to make him feel bad.
Yeah.
But then we get a phone call in the middle of the day when we're working, and the guy requests for that barber. And so we're like, okay, we pass the phone over, and lo and behold, it's this guy calling to ask for the same thing, but verbally over the phone this time.
Oh, he's asking.
So
he's asking over the phone to someone else?
over the phone. Yeah, no, for the same barber, but now he's
gotcha.
calling the shop instead of just leaving the
No, now he's calling. Oh, he's getting comfortable.
Now he's right.
This is crazy.
So eventually, you know, the dude felt weirded out, and so he did kind of a deeper dive on who the guy was and, you know, what he was about.
Yeah.
And I guess they found out that he was a registered sex offender. And a whole bunch of like other crazy things. Now, mind you, this barber is of age, but he didn't look like it. You know what I mean? Like he looks like a 17-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Even though he's a little bit older.
So you're thinking, so you're thinking maybe he's this weirdo is definitely just thought he was maybe underage and was going after him a little bit.
Right. Now, word gets around, you know, we talking about it, barbershop, you know how it is. And somebody else knows this guy. And it was one of the other high schoolers that we cut. And they were like, what's that name that you just brought up? And he brought messages up about this dude asking him the same thing. Mind you, this is a 16-year-old kid.
Oh my God,
that
bro.
Escalated things quite, you know, insane.
Because
at that point,
now y'all caught him messaging like a real young kid.
Right.
Oh man.
Right. So then at that point, they ended up reaching out to him and basically, you know, pretending to be the barber that he was interested in. And they like lured him into the barber shop.
Oh, no.
And
bro.
when he,
tell me what y'all do.
Yeah, well, so I wasn't there, but
of course not.
Yeah, I'm gonna just decriminalize myself right there.
Yeah.
No, I was on vacation, but so they showed up, and you know the barber that he was expecting was there, and then all of a sudden the dudes came out the back, and you know they let him have it, and everybody sat there and videotaped it, and it was just a whole escapade. Now I get this phone call while I'm off on vacation, like, oh, dude, we got him, da 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 da. There's the video, and they send me the video, and I'm like, oh my God, here I am off. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be the only one that's coming in on Tuesday in hair because y'all are gonna be in jail for beating up this dude in a public area.
Dude,
he leaves the barber shop and then ends up coming back into the plaza. I don't know why the guy came back around. He's from that area, so you know, I don't know what he was doing. I think he was going to the liquor store that's over there. And they chased him around the plaza, tackled him, and then got him again. And then at the end of it, that was it. Like, he was basically like begging for them to stop. And then I'm pretty sure after that, we didn't really ever hear from him again, or he try anything like that. But that's definitely probably the craziest thing.
Bro, this is fucking unreal. This is unreal.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. I can't make this shit up, dude. You know.
Holy shit. You're okay. So weird 56-year-old dude sees, you know, younger barber, thinks he's underage, breaks into his car, leaves him a note asking to, you know, basically suck his, you know, eggplant emoji.
Literally. No, literally.
And then, you know, that doesn't work. So he then calls the barbershop. From there, he ends up, you know, like still trying, not getting anything. Someone finds out he's a registered sex offender. They set him up to come to the barbershop to basically meet up with this kid. And then they all just jump him. Just beat the shit out of him. And then this dumbass is stupid enough to then come back. And he gets chased down again and he gets re-jumped, is what you're telling me. That's what
Three
you're telling
jumps.
me?
Yeah, in the same day, all in the same day. So that like the two interactions where he got beat up twice, that was all in the
That
same
was
day.
in the same day? Oh my
yeah,
God, bro.
yeah. So
Oh my
after they
God.
were done doing whatever they did to him, he ended up coming back around before they left. Because it was after hours. It was on like a Sunday or something, you know, when the barbershop was closed. So he ended up walking back around somewhere around the plaza, and they laid eyes on him. So they chased him back down,
Nah,
and
this is
were like,
foul.
"Don't come back around here." You know, it's kind of like his, you know, "Don't come around this way again" type message. You know.
Hey, man. Hey, some people don't learn the first time around, man. That's all I'm saying. Some people need two
right.
times. Holy
Listen,
shit.
you know, I don't condone violence, but we got to protect these kids. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I agree, man. But hey, I appreciate your phone call. This was absolutely insane. I'm gonna be thinking about this one for a while, but I appreciate you calling
I
in,
appreciate
man.
you having me.
And you know, if you need anything, and you know, feel free to reach out to me via DM. But enjoy the rest of your night, man. I appreciate you again, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.
Absolutely, bro. Keep grinding. I love what you're doing with the podcast. I appreciate you having me, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
Absolutely, big dog. Talk to you soon.
All right, broski. Peace.
I usually sit here and explain this a little bit. Nah, I'm lying, bro. That's crazy as fuck, bro. Oh my God. Bro, what convinces someone to break into a car like that, you know, leave a note like that, call the shop like that, get beat up not once, but then come back around the same day and let it happen again? I mean, no words, bro. This is foul on so many levels. I hope y'all enjoyed that one. That was a banger for sure. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today's episode. Absolutely crazy stories. I really hope you guys enjoyed all of it. You know, the tick, a guy foaming from the mouth, and I especially hope you enjoyed sex offender getting beat up, dude. That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy as hell. I love you guys. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Like, comment under this video, and make sure you subscribe for more.